The first of Doctor Who's 60th anniversary specials is out tomorrow at the time of recording, and if you've been keeping up with the trailers, you'll have seen this adorable fluffy little fella called Beep the Meep pop up a couple of times. He first appeared in issue 19 of the Doctor Who Weekly magazine back in 1980, and has gone on to make various appearances in other comic strips and audio dramas since then, and he's only now making an appearance in the TV series itself. That's a 43-year gap though. While I doubt these specials will reference any previous appearances by Beep for reasons I'll get into, I figured I'd provide an overview of his backstory, appearances, and just who the hell he is, to get new viewers up to speed and give old fans a recap. Fair warning, this video will very likely contain spoilers for the first 60th anniversary special because it's going to be an adaptation of Beep's very first appearance, so come back after you've watched it, or carry on if you know what Beep's shtick is already. You can also just keep watching if you don't care for spoilers or anything, I guess. I'm not going to stop you. Alright, spoilers begin now, have fun. As mentioned earlier, Beep made his debut in the Doctor Who Weekly magazine, more specifically its 8-part comic strip Doctor Who and the Star Beast, where his spaceship crash lands in the small town of Blackcastle. He's soon discovered hiding in a shed by school pupils Sharon Davies and Fudge Higgins, who naturally think, oh, he's cute, let's keep him. They take him back to Fudge's house and look after him, unaware that Beep is being hunted down by these things called Wrath Warriors, who really want to kill him. The Doctor shows up, obviously, and works with Sharon and Fudge to help protect Beep from his pursuers, which they soon regret as they discover that Beep is a fucking war criminal! The Wrath Warriors explain to the Doctor that the Meeps were once a peaceful race ruled by Beep, until radiation from a black sun mutated them, and turned them all into war-obsessed beasts that love destroying, conquering, and public executions apparently. To combat them, the Wrath Warriors were created using the DNA of the 5 strongest races in their galaxy, and absolutely wiped the floor with the Meeps, with Beep barely escaping after his spaceship was shot down over Earth. The Doctor's like, whoops, I left a child with that furry, and helps the Wrath Warriors in their mission to capture him. Beep kills a couple of people and goes about enslaving others with some neutron radiation so that he can rebuild his ship and escape by performing a star jump, which will wipe out the human race in the process. This plan gets utterly buggered by the Doctor though, and Beep is arrested while proclaiming his innocence and just being a little crybaby apparently. His next appearance would be in Party Animals over a decade later in 1991. He gets drunk and has the shit kicked out of him by a demon. His next true appearance would be in Star Beast 2, a short story included in the 1996 Doctor Who yearbook. Set 15 years after Star Beast 1, a parole board authorises Beep's release from prison after believing him to be cured of the Black Sun radiation, and give him back his ship, his crown, and, for some reason, his laser pistol. I'm sure that's not gonna... oh, of course. Beep returns to Blackcastle to retrieve a Black Star drive that he left behind before he was captured, which will allow him to build a new mind-controlled army. The Doctor, conveniently enough, also ends up in Blackcastle, and after reuniting with an older Fudge, is able to trap Beep inside a film canister using the projector. I don't know how that works either, but it's a comic, so whatever. This gets followed up on in 2002's The Ratings War, an audio drama released by Big Finish Productions that you can download from their website for free. Free? At some point after the events of Star Beast 2, the 4th Doctor handed the film canister that Beep was trapped in over to the Wrath Warriors, who kept it at their institute. A young girl that worked there watched the film and found that they were able to communicate with Beep, who convinced her to free him, which of course led to her death. Beep heads to Earth, again, to raise another army of mind-controlled humans by taking over a TV channel, filling its programs with subliminal messages and commands to kill. The 6th Doctor rocks up, tricks Beep into thinking he's already foiled his plans, which results in Beep trying to kill some contestants on one of his shows and getting arrested. Somehow he escaped, again, and went on the run, again, which led to an encounter with the 8th Doctor. They sort of first meet in 1997's A Life of Matter and Death, where Beep acts as a witness against the 8th Doctor during a trial for his life, and decides, fuck trials, I'm just gonna kill him. This turns out to be an illusion by a vortex parasite though, so it doesn't technically count as it's not the real Beep, but come on, he looks cute as hell here, I'm including it anyway. He'd truly go up against the 8th Doctor 2 years later in 1999's TV Action, which was published to commemorate the 20th anniversary of Doctor Who magazine. Beep is, once again, fleeing from the Wrath Warriors, and to escape them, opens up a portal to another universe, which the TARDIS is also sucked into. His ship crashes into the BBC television centre, where he uses mind control, again, on all of its staff and stars, including Basil Brush, even though he's a puppet. Don't know how that works. The Doctor gets captured and brought to Beep, who's just smoking a cigar like an absolute Chad. Please let him do this in the 60th, I'm never going to watch again if he doesn't. Beep reveals his plan to broadcast Black Star energy into every TV across the UK, enslaving the viewers into becoming part of his army. Basically, a repeat of his plan from the Ratings War, because I don't know, he's lazy, or maybe the ratings war is in his future and he just decided to do it again. It's a time travel franchise, I don't know. His plan, however, is quickly foiled by none other than Tom Baker, as in the real-life actor Tom Baker just showing up on the set of Doctor Who and annoying the shit out of Beep with things that he said in actual interviews, allowing the Doctor's companion Izzy to blow up the Black Star unit. Beep gets taken away to a zoo, apparently, and yeah, that's legitimately the last thing that chronologically happened to him. Now you're all caught up on everything that you need to know about Beep the Meep's history, none of which, I guarantee you, will be referenced in the 60th anniversary specials at all, because the first one is going to be an adaptation of the original Starbeast comic, with a few very obvious differences. You could say that I've wasted your time, and to that I say, fuck you!